Welcome to the Make More Money as a Dietitian podcast, where we talk about all things money, mindset, and marketing so your nutrition business can thrive and you can make a bigger impact in the marketplace. I am your host, Dyan, registered dietitian and money mindset expert. Let's get started with today's episode. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Make More Money as a Dietitian. And Happy New Year. Oh my goodness, y'all. We are officially in 2021. Ooh, okay. Can we all just collectively inhale and exhale a sigh of relief? And at the same time, be mindful of the fact that we are still in the thick of some things. Let us not forget that. Hate to be a Debbie Downer, but y'all, we have not crossed over just yet, in my opinion. But at least we can't say this is 2020 because it's not. It's 2021. How awesome is that? We've all made it over the threshold of the year. And I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season and you're really gearing up for this fresh, new, clean slate that we have of 365 days going forward. Maybe a few less than that as we listen to, as you listen to this episode. But look, you guys, I'm starting off the new year with a podcast episode that is kind of geeky, okay? It's a little brain science geeky. And today I want to talk to you about cognitive load because, in my opinion, this is the perfect time to really address this topic because I really want you to start the new year off in a way that's really going to be supportive of your brain. Supportive of your brain and your brain's ability to process information, to conceptualize your own ideas instead of taking from others. I'm hoping none of us are doing that, but it's really important for us to talk about this topic. So let's just dive right on in. Now, cognitive load is not something that I made up, of course. And if you are a geeky scientist like me, especially in the area of brain science, you probably have heard of this. But I want to let you guys know what it really is based on the true definition. So cognitive load is a person's ability or inability to process new information and create long-term memories. Okay. Now, why is this important? Why is this important to you? Because you really, going forward in this year, you really want to reduce your cognitive load. Okay. Because the load is actually increased when there are unnecessary demands placed on your brain. Okay. So can you think of any unnecessary demands that have been placed on your brain and your thought process and your ability to process information? Oh, let's talk about it. Okay. What about social media? What about news media? What about distractions from others when you're really trying to work on a project? Email, text messages, Voxer messages, instant messages, DMs, all of these things. Anything that distracts you from staying focused on your project at hand, the thing that you want most to work on, that increases your cognitive load. It's really, really important, you guys, that you learn how to focus, or I should say, relearn how to focus. And if you are an RD in business, what I call an RD entrepreneur, this is so important because we all know that our profession, not our profession, but this industry of nutrition, health, and wellness is very, very saturated and competitive. Okay. And it's not competitive within our profession per se, but mostly those who are non-credentialed. We're competing with non-credentialed nutritionists and personal trainers and naturopaths and chiropractors and all of the people who want to teach nutrition on their own level, right? So because of that, it is important that you are able to stand out from the crowd. And the way that you stand out from the crowd is to be able to create your own unique concepts, your own unique intellectual property, things that make you, you, and make your business stand out from any nutritionist or other dietitian in the community. We all have our own unique blueprints within us, you guys. And unfortunately, we don't trust that enough. And a lot of us are recreating what we learn from others. And so when it comes to the general public, a lot of times they can sense that this is just repurposed information. They don't necessarily see you as unique, but they definitely can tell when you are just repurposing information, and therefore they won't invest in themselves through you. Now, as dietitians, we all know that our work that we do with our clients and patients is evidence-based and all of those things. And you can still create your own concepts and your own intellectual property from that science. Okay. So in fact, it's really important that you do that, because your clients and your patients are not coming to you for science. Okay. They're not coming to you to learn the science. They really just want to get healed in whatever way that you can help them. So even though you know the science, you have to be able to transfer and conceptualize that science in a way that your clients and patients will best understand and be able to implement. And this is why reducing your cognitive load on a daily basis is so important. But what I see happening out there is that we get so caught up in what is the next best thing, what is the trendiest thing, what people are doing, what the algorithm says we should do, and all of these things. We get so caught up in that. And I want you to know that these things that we get so caught up in on social media specifically, these things are very fleeting. They're not going to last, and they will have you puppeteering, so to speak, in a way where you really aren't getting ahead. And you're not standing out from the crowd. Now, there are exceptions to this, right? There are people who stay ahead of the game and they jump on every bandwagon that comes along and they implement it right away. And they seem to stay ahead, and they are like moving so quickly, right? And they're building their businesses like gangbusters. But that is not the majority. The majority, from what I have witnessed, the majority are lagging behind. They can't keep up. It's likely due to cognitive load. It truly, truly is. Too much information and the inability to process it all in a way that is effective and meaningful. Okay. Social media, News media and other distractions are unnecessary demands on your mind. So what I want you to consider is to start this new year off in a way where you're reducing your cognitive load by setting boundaries with yourself. Setting boundaries with your phone, setting boundaries with your television, setting boundaries with email, and any other distractions that occur in your life. Any other distractions that keep you from sitting down and having true, deliberate, focus time every single day to work on your business. Okay? It is so very important for you to be able to set down at least 2 to 4 hours a day to work on your business. You guys, most people do not do that. Most people do not set intentional time to work on their business. Intentional time means that you are focused on a specific project or a specific task for at least 2 hours at a time. So for example, with my calendar, I have 2-hour time blocks every single day where I work on specific projects or tasks that are within a project to get the project completed. Okay, so remember, there's a difference between a project and a task. Okay, most projects cannot get completed within a 2-hour time block. Most projects actually require tasks to get to completion. So on your calendar this month, I want to encourage you to think about how you're going to reduce your cognitive load by setting aside time to work on specific projects and tasks. And in order to get those projects and tasks completed, you will need to set boundaries, turn things off, and pay only attention to what you're doing within that time block. So important. So that also means that you're not scrolling on social media, that you're not responding to emails, that you are not turning on your television, that you have your phone on silent so when it rings or it dings for a text message, you are not hearing it and being distracted, and you can respond to it later. This is probably going to be one of the most challenging tasks for a lot of us. For a lot of you listening, I actually myself have perfected this task, and I say perfected because I worked on it all last year, actually. And probably beyond that, I really started this years ago when I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, like 24/7. At one point in time, my phone was on Do Not Disturb. And the only people that could come through were my children and my husband. That's it. Anything else during working hours, I did not get dinged for until after working hours. So then last year, I really honed it in by setting up time blocks on my calendar each week. At the start of the week, either on Sunday or Monday, I would time block things out that I knew I needed to work on. And I made the 100% commitment, because I'm all about self-integrity, you guys. I made the 100% commitment to complete those tasks. And so when I look at my calendar, it doesn't say that I'm actually doing those tasks in present tense. I actually put them on my Google Calendar in past tense as if they're already done. So if, say, for instance, I need to create a slide deck, I put it on my Google Calendar as if it's already completed by saying slide deck completed for XYZ project. Completed, already completed. That's like a little mindset trick that I learned from someone else. So when I put it on the calendar as already completed, it, makes me feel like, oh yeah, this is done. It's as good as done. Okay. But as I was saying a moment ago, this is going to be like the hardest thing for a lot of you out there, because so many of us are used to being at everyone else's beck and call. And we wonder why we're so overwhelmed. We are riddled with anxiety. We're feeling depressed about a lot of things in our lives because we're being pulled in so many different directions. And listen, if 2020 didn't teach us anything, it should have taught us what is important. It should have taught us to pay closer attention to the things that are most important to us. So my question to you is, what is most important to you for this year, especially when it comes to your career as a dietitian? What do you really want to be focusing on going forward? I really want to challenge you to use your time in the best way possible this entire year. But you don't even have to look at it as the full landscape of the entire year. What I want to encourage you to do is to take time with just 90 days. Take time with just planning out 90 days of your time. Because when you look at the whole year, it feels overwhelming. Well, heck, we just got out of a whole year. And then you look at a whole new year. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. But what if you were to plan the next 90 days? What do you want for the next 90 days? And take it even a step further by planning out your own personal wants. What do you want for your personal life within this first quarter of 2021? And how can you reduce your cognitive load to ensure that that happens? Right? So, for example, for me, for this quarter, personally, I want to make sure that I take some time away. Even if it is a staycation right here where I live. I tried, you guys, all last year to have like a mini staycation, and it just did not happen. Now, granted, we were in full swing with pandemic and lockdown and all of those things for the majority of the year here in the Chicago area, at least. And taking some time away was just a little scary for me. But just taking time to go to a hotel should be okay going forward. Like, for me, I'm speaking for my own self here. For my own self to take maybe a 2 or 3 day weekend in the first quarter at a local hotel should be doable. That's on the personal level. And then from there, I can plan out my my professional tasks and projects, things I want to create in my business, things that I want to ensure happens within my business going forward. And it all relates back to the ultimate goal that I have for 2020, or excuse me, 2021. Holy, we're also still used to saying 2020. Okay, so 90 days at a time, reduce your cognitive load. I want you to also think about how you're going to structure your schedule, focusing on what is most important to you in your life and your business, because they go hand in hand. And even if you don't have a business right now, focus on your life and your career as a dietitian. What kind of changes do you want to make to really cultivate a career as a registered dietitian that you really love? Like, you didn't go into this career to struggle. You went in to thrive and to have an impact on other people's lives. You likely have some passion around nutrition, health, and wellness. And if you are not operating in that area that really lights you up, I want to encourage you to really evaluate that for this year as well. But with all of that said, nothing can get done, or very little can get done, if your brain is answering to the demands of everything and everyone else. All right? So remember, in order to stand out from the crowd, it's important to be able to create your own concepts and your own intellectual property and not just repurpose other people's stuff, right? And in order to do that, you have to set aside time to be able to create these concepts. And I promise you that everything you need is already within you, but you're likely distracted by all of the things and unable to hear the still voice that is within you that will give you exactly what you need to create what is necessary for the people that you're meant to serve. Okay? Okay, I hope that was helpful. And you guys, we're off to an amazing start. 2021 is going to be our best year yet, no matter what challenges it may bring. Just like the challenges that we faced last year, we will overcome them and we will learn from them. So I'm wishing you all the best going forward. Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the next episode of Make More Money as a Dietitian. Hey there, before you go, I have something that I want to share with you, and it is my own personal invitation to you to start off the new year right. Now, this month, January of 2021, is our 2-year anniversary of the Make More Money as a Dietitian movement. And in celebration of our 2-year anniversary and in celebration of all of the things that we have achieved within the past 2 years, which has been a tremendous amount, I want to invite you to come join us in my one and only flagship program, Embody Academy. Embody Academy is a membership program that will help you as a registered dietitian embrace your own unique gifts and talents and put them out in the world in a way that is unique to you. Okay? So no more trying to do all of the things that they say you should do. I am teaching you how to embody your own unique gifts in your own way and create a business that stands out from the crowd. So come join us in Embody Academy and trial it. That means test drive it for 14 days for just $24. And if after the 14 days, you still want to stay on with us, I would love to have you stay on with us, but just know that there is no commitment. If you decide that you don't want to stay on, you can easily cancel, but I can almost guarantee you that you'll want to stay. There are so many other dietitians that are already in this community, rocking and rolling it, and I want you to come join us too. And when you join us, you get access to all of the things that we've already gotten started on, which is the new members orientation, which was amazing. In the planning and strategic planning day for 2021 is already uploaded and ready for you to take advantage of. And the 3 amazing bonuses, you will not want to miss out on those. One of them, which is all about helping your clients overcome money objections, has been a big rave for so many dietitians who have purchased that ebook in the past. So I'm not going to linger here and give you all the deets about the program, but I do want you to head on over and check it out for yourself. So head on over to moneymindsetdietitian.com/trial offer. Again, that's moneymindsetdietitian.com/trial offer, and check out this 14-day offer for yourself. I hope to see your name on the roster. This is a limited time offer, and you will definitely want to take advantage of it so that you can start this 2021 right and really start to cultivate something that is unique to you and will stand out from the crowd and make your 2021 your best year yet. Bye, my friend.